Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to start off by going into this dark pink shade from my NYX Ultimate Brights palette, and I'm just blending this in the hollows of my eyes, like right above my crease, with a fluffy blending brush. And this brush is from Morphe. I'll have the exact names of all the brushes and stuff and the products I use in the description box below, so no worries. But yeah, so I'm just going to be blending this shade back and forth in circular motions, not really being super neat with it because it is just a transition color. Okay, so now going into this brighter pink shade, I'm just going to be putting it in the same spot I put that last shade, and I'm just using a more precise tapered blending brush, crease brush I guess you would say. I think it's called a crease brush, but just a smaller brush, and I'm just blending it in windshield wiper motions, circular motions, back and forth, you know the deal. Going into this purple shade with an even smaller detail crease brush, I'm just blending it slightly lower than where I put the last bright pink shade, and I'm just blending that back and forth, windshield wiper motions, circular motions, just until it's super well blended out and it just blends flawlessly into the pink shade. Now going into my Naked Smoky palette. I'm just taking this darker shade called Dagger. It's not black, but it has some dark blue undertones that I love and I thought would be perfect for this look. But I'm just blending literally right where my eye crease is. I'm not going any lower than that, but it is okay if you do, because it's just going to get cleaned up with concealer later anyway. So don't sweat it if you take that color too low. Okay, so now with some concealer and a small detailed concealer brush, I'm just going to be carving out my crease using my natural crease as an outline for me. I'm just closing and opening my eyes as needed, basically, just to make sure that I'm taking it high enough to be seen when my eyes are open. Okay, so basically that last step I just did, you can skip. You don't have to set the concealer with the white shade that I use, because I am going to be going in with this pink champagne shimmery shade, but I just left the clip in because it is a step I did for this look. But like I said, you don't have to do it, you can skip it. I decided last minute that I didn't like that plain white lid. But yeah, I'm just patting this shade on with a flat packing brush from Wet n Wild. And I did spray my brush with Fix Plus just to make the shadow pop and be a little bit more vibrant. Now I'm just taking some concealer. I believe it is MAC Prolongwear concealer. I mixed 2 shades. I'll have it listed down in the description box like I said. And I'm just packing that on with a flat concealer brush, and I'm bringing it along the sides of my nose just to kind of give this illusion of like a slimmer nose without having to actually go in and contour my nose, because I really don't like contouring my nose. Now I'm just gonna contour my face. I believe it's a concealer actually, the NYX HD concealer in the shade Nutmeg, and I'm just putting it along the sides of my temples and right above where my cheekbones are, and then I'm bringing it down the side of my jawline to, you know, chisel out that jaw, you know, eliminate the double chin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then I'm gonna set my concealer with a translucent powder, and I'm just using the Airspun translucent powder. To bronze my face, I'm just using the lightest shade in this NYX contour palette. You can see it is my favorite shade from this whole palette. And I like to just tap it onto my cheekbones first, just because I feel like if I automatically just go in and start, you know, rubbing it back and forth, that it kind of just messes up my foundation and all that, and then it ends up looking patchy and nasty and not cute, and I don't like it. So yeah, I just pat it, and then I go, like, once I pat it all, like all the product on there, I go in and blend it out. And now I'm just putting my blush on. This is the Morphe blush palette. I'll put the name, like I said, in the description box. And yeah, if you want an eyeliner tutorial, just give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. You know the deal. And for my highlighter, I am using my So Hollywood by Anastasia with this really small stippling brush from Morphe. And yeah, look at that glow, girl. For my lower lashes, I'm going to be going into that purple shade from my NYX Brights palette, and then going over top with the Dagger shade from my Smoky palette, and I'm just blending that out with the crease brush. The lashes I used are Allure lashes by Sia. They're in the style Bombshell. I have a link in the description box where you can purchase these. They're beautiful mink lashes, very fluffy and gorgeous, and I just love them. But anyways, guys, that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, share this video. You guys know what it is. I appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, I'll just see you in my next video.